In this video, my friend, I will share with you why the world moves according to images, internal images that people cannot see, but yet powerful when it comes to the world without. You don't want to miss this video, all right? Dimitri here, let's get right into it. As I was saying, the world moves according to images, internal images that you see, you get to actually look at on your own, in your own private home and when nobody's watching. But when you move without, people actually move according to the image you've seen. If you see yourself as a giant, the world will treat you as such. But if you see yourself as basically an underdog, the world will also treat you accordingly. But let me just give you one example and we're just going to move on. In April 1940, in a country known as Denmark, Germany decided to invade that country and send the Nazi officer into that country. As they reach the capital, something completely unimaginable happens. All the Nazi flags started going up and the Danish flag started going down. And eventually, the king realized what was happening. King Christian then went to one of the Nazi officers in charge and said, yes, my friend, yes, you took over the country. You invaded my country, that's fine. My kingdom is now under your leadership, that's fine. But as far as the flags are concerned, especially when it comes to government buildings, your flag has to come down because we have to see the Danish flag still flying. So please, have your officer take the flags down. The officer looked at the king and simply says, unfortunately, sir, this country is now under occupation and there is absolutely no way we're going to allow for your flags to go up again. So it is what it is and it's not going to change. The king said, yes, I can see what you're saying, but you're talking to a king. And as a monarch, I'm telling you, your flag is going to go down. And the gentleman simply said, it's not going to happen. It's simply going to stay there. Your flag is not going to go up again. Our flag is going to remain where it is. So after this exchange, the king said to himself, yeah, I understand that something needs to be done, but I need to actually find a way to figure out exactly what the next action is going to be. So he went back to his chamber and started pondering the situation, started meditating upon it, and he said to himself, I understand that Denmark now is under Nazi occupation. I understand that they have the upper hand and we are now the underdog as a nation. But I have still have to actually look myself in the mirror and figure out exactly who it is that I am. So when I look myself in the mirror and I ask myself the question, who do you say that you are? I can still answer affirmatively that I am still the king because I can steal the crown on my head. So therefore, I can only act as a king. So he straightened his crown and went back to the place where he could actually ask to speak with the Nazi officer again. And he went back and asked the same question. So what would you do if someone attempt to actually remove the Nazi flag and put back the Danish flag where it's supposed to be, especially on these government buildings? The officer was now adamant and more confident, simply saying, we're going to shoot him down if you send a soldier. And then the question that came was completely unexpected. So what if the soldier happens to be King Christian himself? What are you going to do? And by saying that, he simply started walking towards the place where he could have removed the Nazi flag and put the Danish flag back where it's supposed to be. Guess what? The officer now froze because he understood deeply that yes, if I'm now to shoot now this king, what's going to happen? I'm going now to change the trajectory, the trajectory of the whole world. It's going to become something even bigger than what we anticipate. So I can be the officer responsible for that change as far as the cause, as far as history is concerned. So he refrained from doing anything. And guess what? Within a matter of days, all the Nazi flag from government building simply came down. Why? Because of a switch. A switch in one's way of thinking. The king had to ask himself the question, who do you say? Who do you say that you see when you look yourself in the mirror? And because he answered a king, that of course changed everything. When you start seeing yourself differently, and at least when it comes to your own internal image, you're going to start acting differently. And as you act differently, the world out there is going to respond in kind. Alright, I'm gonna stop right here. Again, your key assignment for today is to simply go back and think on paper. When you look yourself in the mirror, during your moment with yourself, who do you say that you are to the king within? Who do you say that you are to the queen within? If you say that I'm a nobody, you're going to act like a nobody. But if you say I'm a king or I'm a queen, you're going to start acting differently and the world has got to basically respond accordingly. Alright? Have yourself a powerful day. The best is yet to come. But now for the best to be manifesting, you and I have to be intentional. And intentionality starts with one key thing: the switch in your mind. Start looking yourself differently. Start acting like the king or the queen that you are, and see how basically this new set of action are going to cause a different response in the people that you're actually dealing with right now. All right, have yourself a powerful day. The best is yet to come. Take good care. I'm out.